Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. In this tutorial we're going to be learning how to cut and sew a palazzo pants with a zipper fly, side pockets, and also a permanent gator line that you don't need to iron your pants over and over again to get a gator line. So make sure you watch this tutorial till the end, and if you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe. So with no further ado, let's get into the video and start learning. In the previous tutorial before this, we already drafted out this palazzo pant pattern, both the front and the back. So if you haven't seen that video, I'm going to be linking it right here and also in the description box so that you can watch it and continue with this particular one. So I'm going to start by working on the front piece of this palazzo pants. Now, the first thing we are going to be doing is to create the permanent gator line that is going to be on the front of this pants, and we are going to be using the dart area as a guide. So what I will simply do is to fold one part of the pants into two like this, and making sure the fold is on that area that has the dart, and I will also fold the other side as well. So once I'm done folding, I'm going to grab my iron and press this up. So I'm ironing this in such a way that the line is going to be on that area where I folded. So when I finish pressing it, you are going to see the line is going to be very visible. So can you see the line is visible now? And I will also do the same thing to the other part of the pants. So just go ahead and iron until your line is visible. So once the line is visible, I will now take that part to the sewing machine and stitch over it on the right side with a very tiny stitch. Can you see? So I'm just going to sew this all the way down from the top, from that area at the top down. So you're just going to hold it very tiny. It's not going to be so wide. So I'm going to do this all the way down like I said. So I did that on the both pair of the front pieces. Can you see? So this is what the gator line looks like. Now you don't have to continue pressing and pressing to get your gator line whenever you want to wear the pants. Now the next thing is to create the side pockets of these pants. So I'm placing them right sides facing each other like this, just to make sure it matches up, and I'm able to measure my pockets very well. So I have 4 pieces of fabric like this, which measures 12 inches long and 7 inches wide. So the first thing I will do is to remove 2 out of these 4 pieces like this. Then I'm going to place those 2 pieces under the pants like this at that side that will carry the pocket. So once I'm done doing this, I'll place it. You know, the pieces we cut out is straight and the waist area is a little bit curved, so I'm just going to arrange them on each other like this. Then I will go ahead and use my pin to secure it down so that it doesn't move. Now I will cut out that tiny little excesses at the edge. So the next thing is to go ahead and measure in how wide you want your pants trouser opening to be. I want this to just be 2.5 inches wide. Then the length, I'm going to be using 6 inches. So I'm just going to grab my cuff, or you can use your free hand as well, but I'm just going to go ahead and create this pocket opening cuff like this. So once I do that, I will now go ahead and cut it out. Note that we are doing this on just 2 of those 4 fabrics that we cut out earlier. Now the remaining 2 fabric, I'm going to place it on it like this. So you will notice that the remaining 2 parts of the pockets that we've not cut out yet, the side is going to look straight. So what I do is to place that tiny piece that I first cut out on the first 2 before cutting out the pocket cuff, in order to have that same cuff that is on the waistline of the pants. I hope you understand this. So when I place it on each other like this, again, we now have that perfect trouser opening, as you can see. So I'm going to be taking off the pins now in order to join all these pieces together to give us a pocket. So I will separate the 2 pieces again like this, and I'll be using one part of it to show you how to fix the pocket. So I'm going to bring the one that we cut out the pocket cuff from the pieces, and then I'll join it to the pants like this using 1/2 inch allowance. So I place this right sides facing each other, and I'll go ahead and just use 1/2 inch to join it together like this. So when I was done joining, this is what I have. I will go ahead and notch this, and I'll turn it to the other side like this. So you can go ahead and just give this a press like this so that is going to sit very flat. And then after that, you can give it a top stitch as well, just tying around here. That's actually very optional. So when I was done doing mine, this is what I have. Then I will turn it over like this. Then I'll bring the other part of the piece and also place it right size facing the one that has the opening that I just joined now. So basically it's going to look just like this. I hope you understand this. So I'll go ahead now and sew it all the way around. I'm trying to make it more visible and understandable. I'll also sew it around with half an inch. So once I was done sewing, this is what I have. Can you see? And when I open it up to this side, this is what it looks like. I'll just give it a little top stitch on this side and also on this side as well, so that it will stay in one place. After doing that, this is what I have. So the pocket is ready now, as you can see. So all these processes, I'm going to repeat it on the other parts of the front as well. So exactly what I did on that side, I will also do it to these other parts of the pocket. Now once I was done, this is what I have. So next, before I join the front pieces together, on this part that is the zipper extension, the zipper fly extension, I'm going to be ironing fusible interfacing on the wrong side of it, so that it will give it strength while we are fixing the zipper on it. So can you see how I did it? I only ironed it on that part alone. Then I placed my front pieces of the pants like this, right sides facing each other, in order to join it together. So I'm just going to start the joining from a little bit above where the zipper fly curve ended. Can you see? So I'll go ahead to my sewing machine now and join with half an inch from that side. So once I was done joining, this is what I have when I opened it up. So for the zipper fly to be very nice when we finally fix it, I'm going to be ironing that part like this, so that one place will be covering another. So when you are ironing it, make sure it's straight like this. Can you see? So this part that I open now will be covering the other part. So this is the zip that I'm going to be making use of. I didn't get a zip that is the same color as this pants around while I was making this tutorial, so I'm going to be making use of this, and thank God it's going to be hidden anyways. So now the first thing to do is to turn over your zip like this. That right side of the zip should be facing this other part of the pants zipper fly. Can you see? Then you pin it up all the way around. So once you pin it like this, then you turn the zip over. Can you see? Then you pin it again on this other zipper fly that is going to be covering up the other one. So when you are pinning it on this other one, make sure that it's centralized. What I mean is that pin it somewhere in the middle of the zipper fly, not at the edge. So can you see? So if you see what I'm doing clearly, you see that that first part is bigger than the second one. That's because I fixed it on the middle of that second one that is going to be the closing up. So what I will do now is that I will go ahead and sew everywhere which I pinned, as you can see. Then once I was done joining it together, this is what I have. So can you see how this is turning out? So if you open it and you close it, that's what we have. So I'm going to go ahead now and create that curve, that zipper fly curve around. So you just start from the waist area straight, then when you get to the down part, you just curve it a little bit like that. Can you see? So I'll head ahead to the sewing machine now to sew on that line that I just created, and when I was done, this is what I have. So can you see how neat this is? Make sure that you use your iron tool as well in all these processes. So that's just a simple way to make your zipper fly. So the next thing now is to work on the back part of this pants, which is going to be very easy. So before I take off the pins, I'm just going to notch the dart area so that I will know where the dart is going to sit after I've removed the patterns. So the first thing is to sew in the darts. So I'll fold the darts like this on the wrong side. Then I will use my tape to measure the length of my back dart, which is 5 inches, and I'll also measure half an inch from the waistline, then connect it to that 5 inches. I'll also do the same thing on the other part as well. So remember that the dart is going to be on the wrong side. So I'll just go ahead to my sewing machine and sew my darts down for the back. So after I was done, this is what I have. Then I'll place the back as well, right sides facing each other. So I'm just going to go ahead to sew it at the crotch area all the way like this too, with 1/2 inch allowance. So after sewing, this is what it looks like. Can you see? So I will now place the front and the back together now in order to join them at the sides. But before joining at the side, I'm going to be arranging the crotch area of both the front and the back together, making sure that they meet each other on the joining line of the crotch like this. Then I will sew round with 1/2 inch. So you can go ahead and start from the middle to one part of the pant leg, then from the middle to the other part of the pant leg, whichever way is easier for you. So after sewing, this is what I have. I've neatly joined the crotch area downward, as you can see, and the next thing is to join the trouser at the sides. So I'm going to be using my 1/2 inch allowance that I added for joining at the side, and I can just use my tape to confirm my measurement as well while I sew. So I will head ahead to the sewing machine to do that. So this is it after sewing it, and I turned it to the other side. So can you see how beautiful this palazzo pant is turning out? After this, the next thing is to fix the band of this trouser. I have a separate tutorial for that on my channel because it's a detailed one on how to create a curved band, and if I infused it into this particular tutorial, it's going to be very long. So I'm just going to be tagging it right here on this video and also drop the link in the description box as well. So now the last thing is to fold the hem of this pants. So I usually use my Emmy gum in order to just fold this in for a very neat finishing. So how I do it is that I just place it like this, then fold the hem of the trouser over it, and then give it a very good press with my hot iron so that it stays together. So lastly, I'm just going to be fixing a button in this area, and also this is how the hem of the trouser looks like. So can you see how neat it is? Now we've come to the end of this tutorial, and this is the final look of the palazzo pants when I put it on. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe to this YouTube channel if you've not, and don't also forget to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I drop helpful tutorials like this, you will be the first to get notified. Until I see you in my next tutorial. Bye.